Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. We are so happy you're here. Here is creativity and inspiration, and I'm Lisa. Today we are talking about a doodle / color swatch journal and why you should make it. And you're probably going, a what and a why? Why? What? Well, let's just get into it because it's that important. Okay guys, a doodle and a color swatch journal is just that. It's where every day you do 2 doodles and you color swatch 2 colors. And you do this all year long, and as you go through, you build up this great resource. You're building your skills, you're building your color knowledge, and it's just an endless asset to you as you create art journals, mixed media. You make journals for customers. You can add in those little personal touches, and you can say, oh, well, that color is one that I mixed because, and show off a little. It's going to give you just a wide range of skills. And like I said, it's super fun to do. So how do you start one? Well, you need a journal that is very, very unique. And this one is typical journal. This one has magazine pages, it has book pages, it has some blank paper in it. But what you need for your doodle and color swatch journal is one that is just strictly white pages. That's it. It's a very plain, boring book. And I mean, it can be book pages, but honestly, it just needs to be plain white pages, okay? Because you need to be able to see that true color of those paint swatches, and you want to be able to doodle and it not be muddied, okay? So I would say a journal, a small journal. This one is actually a catalog that came in the junk mail. It's junk mail. Came in the mail. It's one of those little catalogs that has like coupons in it, but not really. I don't know. It is, let's see. It is 8.5 by 5.5. And what I did was I just covered the outside with scrapbook paper, put clear tape over it, glued the pages 2 together, and then covered them with copy paper. That's it. I'll have a video above. But you need it to look just like this. A real boring, a real plain journal, not a lot of fancy, nothing, just plain paper. You could also just buy a sketch pad and use that. But if you don't want to spend any money, use what you have in supplies and use your junk mail. Okay, so how do we start this? Well, come in for a closer look. Okay, it's real simple to get started. All you do is you have your page and you half it horizontal, which is always, think of the horizon. It's always across like that, okay? And then half it vertical. Okay, and you want 4 boxes just like this. Okay, and it doesn't matter. The top 2 can be color swatching. The top 2 can be doodles. Doesn't matter. I'm going to make my top 2 doodles. So put your date because you want to know when you start this. So today is... Oh, I put the wrong date. Oh, well, that's okay. So today is Wednesday the 26th. And just doodle. And okay, what do you doodle? Doodle everyday common things to start with. So if you see a flower out your window, doodle a flower. And it doesn't have to be perfect. And especially if you're not really a doodler or a drawer, this will help your skills build. Okay? And you can put more than one, but normally you just doodle one image and you stop. Now I'm going to go to my second one, and if I did nature in one, then maybe this one I want to do food, or I want to do a piece of clothing, something like that. So I'm going to draw a tennis shoe, a high top tennis shoe. Kind of looks like a boot, but it's a tennis shoe. Okay, and then there I drew a shoe. It's little, sorry. Okay, now the bottom 2, I'm going to color swatch. So I'm going to get my watercolors. Okay, so I've got my watercolors and my water and a paintbrush. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come on those bottom 2 squares and just do a little swatch of color. And I suggest starting with the primary colors, which are red, yellow, and green, and then go to the next ones, which are red and yellow make orange, so do orange. Green and yellow make blue, so do blue. And red and blue make purple, so do purple, okay? It's all about learning how colors mix together. You want to see how true your colors look. You might want to write down what kind of color you're using, watercolor, acrylics, what the brand is if you're doing acrylics or oils. And that way you will know exactly what your colors are and how true they are and all of that. That's kind of a pinky red there, but that's okay. Let's see. What is this one? Oh, that's more red. Okay, I'm going to get this one then. See, and if you get one color and it's not what you wanted, that's okay. Put the right color on top. It doesn't hurt. Because the one I picked was too pinky. It was like a chartreuse almost. So I'm going to do red and I'll do green. This is a pretty green. See, that's a green, but that wasn't a red. Okay. And when I say color swatch, I literally mean just a little color swatch. Now, can you see the difference in the reds, what I was talking about? So ignore this one. But you don't have to do that. You could just leave that as your color. It's up to you. Then the next day, when you come back to do it again, draw your squares, doodle 2 objects, and and swatch your colors. And by the end, you're going to have like the little holy grail of doodles and color swatching. And I mean, towards the end, there's 365 days in a year, guys. So towards the end, you're going to be mixing some crazy colors. You're going to be coming up with your own names for these, but you're going to feel confident, where now maybe you don't feel confident mixing colors or doodling or drawing. You will by the end of this. Now, if you're like, okay, well, I thought doodling was, the vines and stuff. Do the objects, but you can also doodle some lines around if you want to practice that and practice adding leaves or whatever. But just remember, you do want to do actual pictures because they just will help your skills a lot more. But definitely doodle a line. Practice, doing all sorts of lines. You can do patterns. You can do whatever you want. But start out with just common objects around your home. And how do you get these ideas? Well, on my art website, there is a list for doodles, a list of common objects for doodling, and there is a list of colors to color swatch just to get you started. So my art website's down below. You can go over there and just download that. So guys, this journal will end up being immensely helpful to you as you go through your journaling process. If you start to sell journals, you can say, hey, this is a custom color, or that's a special doodle, and always sign your journals. Don't ever forget that. I wasn't told that in the beginning, and I sold a few without signing them. It's kind of sad. So always sign your work, but especially if you're doing special doodles, special colors, throw your initials up there as well. Because it's important, because you are the creator. You are the artist of this, even if you don't consider yourself an artist. So I hope everybody has an amazing day. My heat is out, so I have to go take care of that. I also have to go to Target. I have all sorts of filming to do. Things are crazy. Stick around, though, because the videos are going to be amazing. I will see you next time. Be sure and give this video a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button and hit that little bell so you'll know when new videos pop up, which on this main channel, they do at least 3 times a week, sometimes more. On my art and becoming female channel, they pop up once a week, hopefully twice coming soon, but right now it's once a week. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.